right, thanks for coming. Again, my name is Heather Paskevic. I'm a solutions engineer with ESRI in the Denver office, and I'm going to be talking about place-based decision making today. All of us focus so much on the technology and what buttons I need to be pushing, but let's get back to the fundamentals of what steps we need to take. So geography provides a context for understanding our world. It links cultures and societies together to give us an understanding of the world around us. And GIS is built on the philosophy that geography is the decision-making tool. So the geographic approach is an idea. It's a way of thinking, and it's a way of solving problems. We can take our geographic knowledge and apply it to our world around us. We can manage the world around us with this approach. We can analyze it and make decisions in a positive way. But the idea of the geographic approach isn't new. It's actually a fundamental way in the way we study and analyze the world around us. And all of us in here have used the geographic approach every day. We use it in our personal lives as well as in our jobs. And we're all faced with location-based decisions every day. Those where questions. Where am I going to locate my new business? Where do I want to move? And the geographic approach is going to give you that actionable location-based intelligence to answer those questions. Today we're going to use the 5 steps of the geographic approach to solve a real location-based problem. We're going to ask, acquire, examine, analyze, and act on the information that we get. So the scenario that we have going on today, the project that we're going to focus on, is I work for Maricopa County Economic Development, and I'm interested in building an application that is going to allow people to decide where they want to live within the county, because we want to attract more people to the area. So how am I going to go about that? Well, I want to apply those 5 steps to that process. We're faced with a lot of challenges when we want to move. Okay, so we have to balance our work, we have to balance our personal lives, and we have to balance our family choices as well. And so we're going to use those 5 steps now. So the first step is to ask. So we have to frame a question from a location-based perspective, and we have to be specific. We want to be specific because that'll make us successful in the future steps that we're going to go through. Some of those questions that we have to ask ourselves are, what is the geographic problem we're trying to solve? Where is it located? And what decisions do I have to make? And always taking into account who are the stakeholders in this issue and who's the audience for this. Because the audience is going to determine the data and how we're going to present it to them. After we've asked this question, we have to acquire the data. What data do we need? Where am I going to look for that data? Do I have it already locally? Do I have to ask a colleague? Do I find it on the web? Or is it data that has to be created? So some things you want to consider are the source. You want to make sure it's a reputable source for the data. Also, what kind of data type am I looking for? What is my geographic scope and scale? And again, GIS is going to offer you the ability to create new data if you can't find that out on the internet or through your colleagues or through your channels. Next, once I've acquired this data, I want to examine it. And you want to examine it from all aspects, down to the metadata. None of us like metadata in here, but we need to make sure that it came from a reputable source and has the information we need to support that geographic problem. So will the data answer your initial question or problem? And in this case, remember, we're trying to build an application that's going to attract more people to Maricopa County, to bring more tax dollars. And so how do we want to support this? The next step is to analyze. So I've gathered all this data, I've examined it, I've decided that definitely this is going to work for me. So I have to choose the analysis method. And that's going to depend on the output. And the output, if I don't get the right output, maybe I have to go back and reanalyze. Some of the analysis we did for this project is we might want to let our citizens, or the future citizens, know how far away it is from a hospital or from a school. Maybe they're interested in moving to an area that are with people of similar values or similar type of age group. So now I've gone through all these steps. Now I need to present the results and develop a solution. And it all depends on your audience. So is the audience going to want a paper map with a report and graphs, or is it going to be a web-based solution? In this case, we decided to develop a web-based solution. So Maricopa Economic Development has developed a website that has all the parameters for a new citizen to come in and choose all those parameters and decide where they want to live within the county. The 5 steps to the geographic approach are not linear. So remember, you don't have to just go from ask, acquire, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because I might acquire the information and during the examination phase realize it's not really what I was looking for. So you can go back and repeat the steps, but eventually you're going to end up, at step 5 there. So hopefully the next time you are faced with a geographic problem, you can remember these 5 steps and be more successful and have a great outcome. Thank you.